Alright, and I'm back with more of Operation 1.5.2. It is round 9 for the French Republic, the British Empire, and the Empire of Japan. Okay, France has very little to do with being completely eliminated from everywhere else. Thank you for wiping out the Indian guy so I don't have to remember him anymore. Alright, anyway, so we got this Western Front debacle over here. Germany has backed out of Belgium almost entirely. And, yeah, it's fun stuff. So, clearly, with the bulk of everything here is in Alsace. Everything on that task force marker is in Alsace. And he sent up a lot of stuff in Rhine province. So, and he bought mostly cavalry and a cruiser. So that was funny. Anyway, it's basically going to be either lose one or both. That's kind of my thinking on this. So I'm going to try and just defend Verdun as much as I can. So everything from Belgium will move, which is contested. It's got one German there. It's going to move into Lorraine. So all that in that task force marker. So I'm just going to add this to it. I will fight the two infantry that are in, the two German infantry that are in Verdun. The two infantry from Burgundy will come into there. I'll just put these guys here. The two infantry from Provence will step up to Burgundy. And let's see. From Paris, I can't rail in there because it's contested. So these 6 infantry and 1 artillery are just going to step up to Picardy. All right, and going once, going twice, that is it. So, I think it's safe to say I'm going to get 2 hits with everything that is coming in there. Oh, I forgot to go over purchases, but I also actually forgot, because I have them on my task force marker, I have some cavalry. So, I'm actually going to, let's see, change that up a little bit. My planned purchase was 3, a little bit of a shadow over here. Okay, 3 artillery, 3 cavalry, and 2 infantry. However, since I actually have cavalry I can use, I will instead, see, I'm going to use those 4 cavalry, and instead I'm going to buy, I'm going to move those 4 cavalry, sorry, from Belgium to Paris. And I'm going to change these to, let's see, it's 9 IPCs, change that to, let's see, think in my head real quick, 15, what am I going to get, what am I going to get, 9, I'm going to change that. Where are you? Oh, it's not over here. It is. Where's my France box? Oh, there's my France box. Alright, cool. So I'm going to change that, pardon the disorganization. I'm going to change that to, let's see, 1 more artillery and fighter. So I will actually leave, let's see, 2, 3, 5. So I'll actually leave 1 cavalry in Lorraine. Since we got 1 turn left, it's a 10-round game. You can play to 12, but Madman and I had agreed on 10. So we're going to be wrapping it at the end of the 10th round. Yeah, anyway, or discussing it at the very least. So, playing with the intention of being a 10-round game. This will be it. 15 on a fighter and artillery and 2 infantry, and then 12 on 3 artillery. Okay. Alrighty, so that's that. So anyway, I have overwhelming odds, so I'm just going to roll his defense, which is just 2 3s. And they got 1 hit, which I'll take on the cavalry. Okay. Beautiful. Get that out of there. Okay. Paris up to 1 2, and then that bumps up the Empire point for the Allies too, just a little bit. Okay. All right. New stuff. The 2 infantry. Oh, actually, I just realized. Shoot, I actually forgot something. I have to build an infantry. The 2 infantry that I bought are going to go down in Burgundy. And let's see, 3 artillery in Paris. I'm going to have to swap out these purchases again. Sorry about that. Let's take... take away... That's a thing. Let's take... Gotta buy an infantry. Which leaves me with 6. So I'll buy a fighter and I'll save a buck. I think that makes the most sense. Alright. So that fighter and that infantry goes down in Paris. Okay. Alright. So I will save a buck. But I'm not going to be collecting any IPCs. Actually, maybe for posterity, just in case we decide to go longer. Maybe I will. I'm at 27 on the tracker. No convoys. 25, 26, 27, plus 1. So 28 all day. No national objectives. No national objectives. I never got a control of a single German territory this entire game. I did have this for several runs, though, so that was nice. But anyway, and I never got the new French national objective, just because of what went down in Africa and how it just was never possible for me to take over Togoland and Cameroon. Just wasn't possible. I let the U.S. do it. It's crazy. Okay, anyway, disposition for France. In Lorraine, we got a fighter, an ace fighter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular infantry, 3 machine gunners, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 artillery. Burgundy has 4 infantry. Picardy has 6 infantry, 1 artillery. Paris has 1 fighter, 3 cavalry, 3 artillery, 1 infantry. Okay, and that's it for France. On to the British Empire. This is where the good stuff is going to be this round. As close as good stuff as there's going to be. I'm going to buy 4 infantry for 12, a transport for 6, 5 artillery, and then 3 more infantry. And that's stack of 8, stack of 8, stack of 12. Yeah. 8 on 2, 8 on 2, and 13 on 3 and 1. Okay. Oh, side note, Madman forgot, or missed in my video. While I was doing my disposition last turn for Britain, I moved one of my cruisers. So there's actually 3 cruisers over here in C-Zone 41, and I don't think he rolled for the convoy of Iran for Germany. Not a huge, gigantic deal, but anyway, in case he did roll it, I'm going to roll 2, because he only had 2 cruisers in that C-Zone. So in case he did roll it and I just missed it, I'm going to roll 2. Okay, and that's 1 right there, and then the third one. So if he did roll it for 2 cruisers, ignore that roll. If he didn't roll it at all, add this one on. Miss. Okay, cool. So anyway, he loses just a buck. So he gets off easy there. And second of all, so furthermore, in his battle in India, I actually had 2 more British infantry in there. Last turn, I double-checked my disposition, and it was correct. And last turn, I brought over the 3 last Anzac units, and then built 2 more Anzac infantry, and then 2 more infantry. So I should have had 2. He got what was it? 1 sec. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He got 11 hits on me. That's what it was. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so give myself back a couple artillery or whatever, right? And that also means I have to roll for those 2 added units. So right now, to start off my round, I should have 5 artillery, an ace fighter now, and 1 infantry. So I'm going to roll for those 2 added defense. See if I get any more, kill any more Germans that way. No, I don't. 2 4s. Cool. So you get off easy there. All right. Which means I definitely have to do what I was planning to do. So the 2 infantry in Portuguese East Africa are going to hop on that transport in 38 and go 1, 2 to Sea Zone 41 and offload in West India and reinforce that. I am not attacking. I am merely reinforcing. Okay. The 2 transports in 42 are basically useless, but they are going to go 1, 2 to 37 from 42. They're basically useless because I don't have anything that they can really hop on and attack this with. Anyway, the infantry in South Africa is going to attack the infantry in Portuguese, the German infantry left in Portuguese East Africa. 1 infantry from Rhodesia will back out to South Africa. And then 2 infantry, 2 artillery, because Rhodesia is contested and Belgian Congo is contested. 2 infantry, and there's British units in there already. 2 infantry, 2 artillery from Rhodesia will go into Belgian Congo. The last guy in Rhodesia will fight the German in Rhodesia. The infantry in Togoland is going to fight the German infantry in Togoland. Let's see. Oh boy, what's happening up here? Let's see. These Brits, these 5 Brits, are going to move down to Lorraine. Belgium is contested, meaning they can only go to either another contested territory that they also have units, or they can go to a friendly territory. So they're going to go down to Lorraine and beef that up. Let's see, the 2 infantry on that U.S. transport are going to unload into Brittany. The 2 infantry in Portugal are going to hop on the other U.S. transport in season 15. This guy knocked off. All right, Dreadnought from 20 and the 2 subs are going to attack the cruiser in season 21. And I'm going to bring 1 transport in there loaded with 2 infantry, which will hopefully land in Hanover. Okay. The rest of the stuff from London is going to bridge over to Belgium and attack that. Let's see, 2 infantry, 2 artillery. I'm going to move 1 actually 1 second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this transport is going to back up I'm going to only use 3 of those transports. The remaining transport is going to back up to 19. Okay. And I will leave an infantry artillery on London. Okay. Oh yeah, let me put these guys in the proper burial so as not to confuse anybody. Okay. Doesn't really matter, but I guess in the off chance we play a longer game, the 2 infantry in Hong Kong will hop on the Japanese transport in season 50. Here. Make it official. If you're wondering where I get these cargo cargo markers. Rich at Combat Miniatures sells them. He came up with them after I suggested them to him. So shout out to Rich. They're pretty cool. I like them a lot. He did a great job on them. What else? Okay. So he has improved sea mines here, which means that I have to roll for four sea units going into this sea zone. Okay. Then at the top of combat, I have to roll, which is one mine per each of these. Then at the top of combat, I roll additional dice for the sea units conducting combat, which in this case are the 2 subs in the Dreadnought. So the transport, since it's not conducting sea combat because it can't, does not get a mine rolled against it. And now you might be asking, why does that make any sense or whatever? Well, gotta think about like kind of where the placement of the mines would be. The mines would be closer to like your harbors and stuff like that, right? Whereas, here, let me put these guys back over here. The mines would be closer to like your harbor, okay, or where you keep your ships at. But your transports are not going to go and offload at the harbor. They're going to go offload at like a weak spot, right? They're going to go offload at a undefended coastline territory or portion of the territory. They're not going to go offload at the most heavily defended portion of the territory. Does that make sense? Okay. Going on from there. I think that makes sense, at least. If you think it doesn't make any sense, then let me know. But I think that makes sense. So there we go. Yeah, okay. So I think that's it. Let's work our way up. Again, no combat over here. Oh yeah, and this Dreadnought down in 38 is no longer damaged. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's it. All right, so let's do Togoland. We'll work our way over. I got a 2. He has a 3. Look at that, a hit. Okay, let's see if he hits me back. He does. Well, guess what? It's a contested territory. It's German. It goes back to Germany. Okay, so 45. Oh, no, it was contested. So Germany just goes up 45. The Reich point goes up to 86. I think I have that right. We got this battle here. I am going to be overwhelmingly get this in Belgian Congo. I got three infantry with a machine gun, and then 2 pairs of infantry and artillery. He has an Austrian. And oh my god, I just got 1 hit. Jeez. Whew. Okay, well, that could have really stunk. Okay, and he misses. Okay, so the Austrian is goodbye. Belgian Congo is once again back in British hands. The amount of fighting that has been over these Portuguese colonies has been ridiculous this game. All right, I got 1 infantry in Rhodesia. He's got 1 infantry as well. Got a hit. He fights back. Miss. Excellent. Okay. One more for the Royal Crown. Okay. And then Portuguese East Africa. Okay. I got a 2. Miss. He has a 3. Hit. Okay. All right. So Portuguese East Africa remains German. Well, I kind of gave him the Reich point a little, or not Reich point, Empire point. There's no Reich point, it's the Empire point. Gotta keep reminding myself of that. Empire point is for BBR. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This battle up here, he's got a defending 3. I'm just gonna roll my infantry and artillery, see if I get 1 hit. I do. I get 1 hit. He defends with a German. He gets a hit. Okay. So he's gone. I take off 1 infantry. Britain goes up 2 for the time being. All right, the big one, the mines, the scary, scary mines. All right, I'm gonna roll the 2 mines for the subs. Huh, well, he got one of them. Okay. So 1 sub is gone. Here is for the dreadnought. Miss. And then here's for my transport. Whew, very close. Scary mines. Okay, so, all right. Now we have the top of combat. Here, let me move this off the side. Okay. Apologize, this is not the prettiest. With the top of combat, okay? So I got a dreadnought and a sub to roll more for the improved naval mines against, and then he has his cruiser, which if there's the sub is left, he'll, knowing Madman, he'll detect. All right, so here's for the sub. Oh, geez. Okay, he got it. Woo! All right. Sub is dead. Dreadnought escapes, barely. Okay, so we got a dreadnought, undamaged dreadnought against a cruiser. Hit with the dreadnought. Miss with the cruiser. Okay, so just barely got through that. And these guys offload into Hanover, which is empty, which eliminates the improved sea mines. Okay, which means I gotta add regular mines back on the map. Oh, actually looks like I never took them off. They just got bumped into the channel up there. All right, put that marker back. Okay. Okay. So for the time being, Britain goes up 3. 1, 2, 3 to 43. Germany goes down. 1, 2, 3. Ah, hey, look at that. We're tied. If I'm accurate. Okay. All right. Exciting. Okay. New stuff. Transport goes down in 38, along with 1 artillery in South Africa. Let's see. 3 infantry in London. Make it 4 infantry in London. 3 artillery in London. And then 3 infantry and 1 artillery in West India. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. National objective-wise, Empire of China has won the National Protection War, and we got the Mediterranean and Atlantic national objectives. So UK will have, Britain is the British Empire. There's actually a difference in terminology between United Kingdom and British Empire. Okay, so 9 in national objectives, and then 43 on the tracker. 20, 30. Sorry, 20, 30, 35, 40, 43. Okay. Disposition, 2 infantry in Brittany, transport in 19, 3 transports and 20. London has 4 artillery, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry. Belgium has 3 infantry, 2 artillery. Lorraine has 5 infantry. Hanover has 2 infantry. 21 has a dreadnought and a transport. 31 has a transport and cruiser and sub. 37 has 2 transports. 41 has a transport and 3 cruisers. 38 has a transport, 2 dreadnoughts, a sub, and 2 dreadnoughts. Infantry artillery in South Africa, infantry in Rhodesia, German infantry in Portuguese East Africa, German control marker in Nigeria. Belgian Congo has 3 machine gunners, 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and also a American infantry. There's another American infantry in Cameroon. Get these hairs off the board. India has an ace fighter, 6 artillery, and then 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry. Okay. There are still 3 elites and 2 artillery for Germany in West India. And we have 2 infantry on a Japanese transport in Season 50. Now on to Japan. I'm not going to buy anything because it's not going to matter at this point in the game. But I guess, again, maybe I should. No, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to buy anything because by the time it gets over there, it's just not going to matter, even if we go another 2 turns. I'm not going to buy anything. Infantry from Urals moves down to Kazakhstan. Infantry from Kazakhstan moves down to Turkmenia. The fighter in Urals can fight here because it's contested. Let's see, from Turkmenia, 2 artillery and an infantry will come in. The 2 cavalry in Irkutsk will tow in 2 artillery. Let's see. 2 infantry from Irkutsk step up to Tuva. 2 cavalry from Tuva step back to Irkutsk. The 2 cavalry from Amur tow 2 artillery to Tuva. And then the remaining 4 infantry move up to Irkutsk from Amur. And then the 2 cavalry from Primory up to Irkutsk. This actually worked out much better than I thought, and I didn't really plan this out this detail in terms of this much detail. The 2 cavalry from Korea will move up to Primory, and the infantry and artillery from Japan will bridge over. Okay. The other cavalry from Japan will bridge over as well. What the heck? I'll do purchases. This is for science. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just to see what Japan looks like at the end of the game. Let's do... I'm out of cavalry, I only got 1 left, so I'll do 1 cavalry. And I'll do... cavalry, 1 infantry, doesn't really matter again, 6. Sorry, artillery. I'm just going to do infantry. Simple. I'm going to chip him. Okay. 2 cavalry. 2 cavalry, 1 infantry, and 1 artillery, and then save a buck. Okay, cool. Those guys, I'm just going to go ahead and throw them down. The cavalry will go down in Korea along with, ooh, the infantry can go down there. Yeah, we'll do 2 cavalry. Just do it that way. Infantry in Central Japan. Artillery in Central Japan. Okay. Japan will have 14 plus a buck. I'm doing things out of order, but it really doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and just roll that battle. I'm just going to roll for his defense, because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do it. So here's 2 artillery with air supremacy. There we go, 2 hits. Okay. His Soviet defense. Miss. I was rooting for him. So that gets liberated to the whites. Whites go. Oh, actually, are they even? 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I guess I didn't adjust them on the tracker last time. Okay, so that's that. Okay, yeah, that's that. All right, Japan has in Urals 2 cavalry, 4 artillery, 1 infantry, and a fighter. Tuva has 2 infantry, 2 cavalry, 2 artillery. Irkutsk has 4 cavalry, 4 infantry. Primory has 3 cavalry, 3 cavalry, 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and Korea has 2 cavalry. Central Japan has infantry, artillery. 2 sea zones have stayed the same. We got 1. Oh, I forgot to move this guy down. Sorry. Transport in 50. He can move down to 40 just to offload in Siam. Yeah, he'll do that. Okay, so 48. Why not? Move down there. Transport with 2 British infantry on 48. And 4 transports in 53, 2 subs, 2 cruisers, 1 dreadnought in 55. All right, and there you go. That is the 3-headed monster onto the Ottoman Empire.